What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Ark Forglar. Last we left off, we tamed some utility dinos. We got this Ankylo over here, which I decided to name Smoothie because he's got the colors of Smoothie from Chaos Theory. And we've also got this Doedicurus for the main purpose of metal and stone gathering. Now, I've went ahead off camera and made the cauldron. I had to irrigate it, so I put in an intake over here, so then we can have an irrigated thing, so then I don't have to keep putting water in it. But yeah, anyway, I managed to get one of the essence needed to tame a sand dragon. I have it in the preserving bin, right over here. This is it. Eternal Sand Draconic Essence, made for taming sand dragons. Now, I have done a complete dino wipe so I can make room for these dragons. So there's no guarantee we'll be able to find one right away. But they're just passive tames. These guys, you just walk up to them and feed them the kibble. Or the essence. Hopefully it takes just the one. That's what I'm hoping for. And we can have our first dragon today. And if it goes well, we might try to tame another one. So if we get the essence, like the sand essence, and that would be under this, right? Yeah, sand essence. It only requires 3 dino eggs, 1,500 stone, and some water. Now, the eggs are very easy to get since I've got these 2 raptors. That's how I got that essence. And the stone with the Doedicurus, that is not a problem at all. But yeah, that's what we're going to do in today's episode. See if we can tame our first dragon. And if you guys enjoy this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 1,500 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the video. So we've got that going, and I already took out the sand essence. It spoils in like 3 days in my inventory, and like a whole month inside the preserving bin. But yeah, anyway, we're going to take the raptor. We're going to take Proteus. I've decided to name the alpha raptor Proteus. And yeah, we're good to go. Behavior, disable mating. And we're going to bring the Pteranodon over, and we're going to see if we can find ourselves a sand dragon. Now, these guys typically spawn in the coastal areas, so they shouldn't be too hard to find. We have the awesome spyglass. I'm just going to check and make sure it only takes the 1. I'd like a relatively high level. Maybe a 140 or a 150. I think the lowest I'll settle for is a 130. So I guess, yeah, we just got to hug the coast, really. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, sand dragons are typically dragons with, like, sandy textures. That's why they're called sand dragons. Yeah, we're going to see if we could find one. Our first dragon. They could be a little further in the jungles. But, like, yeah, I gotta, like, give creatures time to spawn. Because I literally, like I said, I literally just did a dino wipe. So we might need to give some creatures some time to spawn in. And then after we tame the dragon, I'm thinking about moving out. Because we're not staying on that little island forever. I do plan on moving somewhere. Maybe in the magic realm or something. Yeah. Oh, there's a baryonyx. What level are you? That's a 140 berry with 31 into melee. That could be decent, actually. What we could do, use the prime fish meat that we have left over. I'll just tame that as like a side creature. I know I said I wasn't planning on taming any berries today or earlier, but like, yeah, a berry could be like a really good like land tame. And they're like swimmers too. So we can use them to go out and maybe hunt for trilobites so we can get some more pearls and oil and whatever else we need. So yeah, we could do that. And yeah, let me go back, get what we need, and then we'll see if we can go get that sand dragon. In the meantime, while we wait for the berry to tame. It's got relatively decent melee. That's why I'm kind of like interested in it. The other one had like really decent health. Now I've done a dino wipe. That one is completely gone, but this one here, might be... What level's this M Pteranodon? I'm also looking for an M Pteranodon so we can have a flyer we can shoot off the back of. Okay, alright, I think it's down here. Yeah, I passed my base. Yeah, creatures are starting to spawn in now. Relatively quickly, actually. Oh, wait, what is this all about? Looks like a ruin of some sort. Oh, is this a cave? I know I'm getting distracted, but this looks like a cave with floating plants. Or ruin. There's got to be an artifact in here. Can't just have an underground ruin for no reason. Alright, well, anyway, let's see if we can find that 140 baryonyx. I should have marked it down. I'm only getting it because it has relatively decent melee. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. Like, when it comes to berries, I like my berries to be very powerful. Relatively powerful, I should say. Alright. You're pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have you have some regular fish meat. Alright, where's that one? Wait, I think it was over here. Alright, I'm not seeing the berry. I was gonna feed it with prime fish meat since I had it. What is... Oh, that's a Rex. I was gonna say, what the hell is that? Nothing to be afraid of, it's just a Rex. Well, in our stage, it's everything to be afraid of. Yeah, I'm just kind of giving the area time to load in creatures and see what we can find. What level is this M Pteranodon? There's a 135 M Pteranodon. Alright. You will take 2 prime. Let's go ahead and see if we can get you. We'll get our first M creature. Hopefully. Parasaur, why are you running this way? You're an alpha parasaur, I know that. Better not be a raptor. Alright, I don't have any prime on me right now. Will you take fish meat? No. Alright. Well, let me fly back to base and get the prime. Alright, let's mark that down on the map. And there we have it. M Pteranodon has been tamed. You know what, Sky? You might be going into retirement. Let's see what you've got. 27 into health, 36 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares. 27 into weight, 37 into melee. You've got pretty decent melee and stamina. Alright, Sky, you might be going into retirement because I believe this guy here... We can shoot off the back of them? We can. Awesome. So yeah, you're not as fast. How much damage do you do? Let's test you out on something. 89 with the left click. The C does 198. Okay. And then right clicks the pickup. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's we've got an M Pteranodon anyway. So now we have something we can shoot off the back of. A flyer we can shoot off the back of. Now don't get it twisted. We'll still use Proteus every now and then. If we need something that can tank hits. Alright, let's go find a sand dragon. Ooh, what's this all about? What is this area? Looks like a little cave area. Oh, wow, this is cool. Is this just water? Yeah, this is just a body of water. Alright, I can get out, right? Yeah, I can get out. Okay, cool. That's good. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we got metal, we've got stone, we've got a railway of some sort. Train track. Alright. Yeah, that's cool, I guess. We got another Rex over here. That's a 55 Paleo Rex. We got a Raptor. You know what I'm not seeing? Sand dragons. Or not just sand dragons, but any dragons for that matter. I do see a Nothosaurus. Well, level... That'd be a max level Nothosaurus. 29 into health, 31 into melee. That could be a good Nothosaurus. If only we had power generators. That would be nice. Alright, let's continue our search. Wait, I see a dragon. Oh, that's an alpha Sparky. That should be interesting. Ants, piss off. Wait, the spin doesn't have a cooldown? Oh, that's awesome. The spin on the M Pteranodon doesn't have a cooldown like it does on normal Pteranodons. Got a Nothosaurus here, level 55. We see our first dragon, and it's an Alpha Sparky. There's an Alpha Raptor over here. Let me just heal up a bit, or get some stamina. You know what? If we don't find any sand dragons here, I'm thinking about taming that max level Sparky, because it is almost nightfall. And I'd like to get my first dragon. I don't even care if it's a Sparky. I have the food to do it. Now, I've seen a max level Sparky, so maybe, hold on, maybe we should give the map a little more time to spawn creatures in. I probably should have done that. I'm gonna see if I can find that Sparky and maybe get the kibble ready. That max level Sparky. We could go after the Alpha Sparky, and the Alpha Sparky would probably be even more powerful, but you know what? I'm content with taming the 150 Sparky. We don't have to get everything Alpha because we'd be too overpowered. We need to get some normal creatures in there to add to the mix. Unless a sand dragon wants to appear, I guess we'll settle for that 150 Sparky, if we can. I know you can only tame Sparkies at night, so this is the perfect opportunity to tame it. Alright, you're a 145 Sparky. You're a different Sparky. Whoa, that's a terror bird. A couple of terror birds after me. Alright, 26 into health, 24 into melee. That could be decent. Ants, piss off. There's the Alpha Sparky. Yeah, there's a bunch of Sparkies over here. What gender is that? That Sparky's a male. If the max level's a female, we could potentially tame both. Alright, you're the Alpha. Alright, so basically, I guess what we gotta do is wait for the Sparky to kind of land and go to sleep. As long as there's, like, nothing down here it could attack, I might have to clear out everything in the area. So let me go ahead and do just that. Yeah, there's like a pack of aloes down there. Alright, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I need to throw out my raptor. Alright, Proteus, you're up. Take that out of your inventory. Put that away. Put that into your inventory. There we go. There we go. Alright, I just killed those aloes. Oh, wait. You're asleep. I'm gonna take this opportunity. You're the 140. Oh, you're the max level. And you just woke up. Okay. You're not aggro to me, are you? Okay, good. I'm gonna get rid of this Motoburosaurus just to be on the safe side. Yeah, this is like the perfect opportunity to tame a Sparky. Okay, go back to sleep. I'd love to get like a Sparky early on. Hello, baby owl. Alright, he's going to sleep. Quick before he wakes up. Hello. There we go. Alright, 74%. It's only going to require, like, one more. Guys, I think... Wait, is that an M Raptor? That is an M Raptor. It's a level 60. Let me kill you. Just so you don't get in the way. Sparky? Alright, we just got to keep an eye on that Sparky. If that one... This guy's a male. I think the 145 is also a male. So yeah, they're a lot more docile at night. I think that's why you don't tame them during the day, because they're just so aggressive during the day. Don't fall asleep up there. Please. I mean, I could always bring the Pteranodon. Yeah, please land closer to me. Please. Please? Come on, Sparky. I know you want to land. Then I'd like to see what level that other one is. Alright, come on, go to sleep. Okay, there we go. It's going to sleep. Alright. This one, and it will tame. No problem. We're about to get our first dragon. It may not be a sand dragon, but it'll probably be something equally as cool. There we have it. Our first dragon has been tamed. It's the 150 female, or the 150 male even. Alright, let's see if we can find that 145, see what level it is. Okay, there's the 145. It is a male. Which sucks. I know the alpha's a female. But, like, do I really want to... Alright, Alright, I guess we could head back to base. And we'll see what this Sparky is all about. I guess I'll see you guys back at base. And we're back at base. And, yeah. We got our M Pteranodon. We've got a Sparky. Proteus, you did a really good job. And, Sky, I think you're going into retirement. Alright. So, let's get the primes stored. And then we'll take a look at our Sparky. See what you're all about. Now, here's Sparkies are really cool. And we might as well put the essence back in here for now. Alright, let's check our stats. Let's see the Sparky stats in 3, 2, 1. 30 into health, 45 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 38 into weight, 37 into melee. Alright, so not the greatest, but you know what? Not the worst either. So we've got a Sparky, and we don't need a saddle to ride this guy. And we've got natural armor, which is also awesome. And of course, we can fly around on our first dragon. Wow, this guy's really cool. We can dive bomb. I love this guy already. And apparently we can swim. Apparently we can swim. Is that true? Okay, we can swim. That's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. And then we take off into the water. There we go. And we've got fire things, so let's see what this guy's capable of. Alright. Let's see what left click does. 397, that's not bad. Right click is the fire attack. That's cool. And we gotta level up. Oh yeah, if we kill things with fire, that's how we get skill points. Alright, so we got a skill tree. This guy is like a skill tree. That's pretty cool. We have 1 skill point. We can increase the fire damage. That's what we want. Reduce stamina usage. That would be really good. Defense could be nice. And we got fly speed. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and increase our fire damage. I think that would be really cool. Hey, come back here. There we go. That's awesome. Really awesome. We got our first dragon. Let's go. Let's see how quickly we can kill this 145 Diplo. Let me get some stamina real quick. Yeah, we started with 6,300 health, which isn't bad. Yeah, this guy has about 11,000 health. Let's level this guy real quick. Maybe get, like, some stamina. Maybe get your stamina up. We'll say about 2,000. Weight can go up to 1,000. I guess we'll bring your health up to 10,000 for now. Put the rest in the melee. 1,700. Okay, yeah, that's way better. That is way better. And we've leveled up. Awesome. We can get another skill point. Alright, how many skill points do we have? Just the one. I think we need 2 for that. Yeah, we need 2. We can increase our defense or our speed if we wanted to. You know what I might save? I might save my points for when we have, like, decreased stamina. But we can absolutely destroy creatures now. Alright, we've got a skill point. Let's go. Let's get that reduced stamina usage. What's this now? Fire damage interval. Decreased stamina usage 30%. Okay. We're gonna have to work towards that. That's pretty awesome, actually. Wait, can I shoot off the back of you? I cannot. Okay, that's fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. This guy is really cool. So I guess to make up for it, can't have him be like the overall creature. We'll probably still use our Pteranodon, our M Pteranodon, to shoot off the back of creatures. That's about it. Alright, this guy's mate boosted, so let's just try to kill these bronzos if we can. Alright. There's the 145 Sparky. It's attacking stuff. I'd rather not go after that. Alright, we got 36 levels. We got a skill point. We need one more skill point to, like, get 20% damage on the fire. I want to make this guy as strong as possible. So let's, maybe get your stamina up to, like, 3,000 or something. Health can go up to, say, 20k. I think I'll feel comfortable with that. And then just put the rest into melee. I want this guy to be an absolute beast. I will keep my eyes peeled for a female Sparky. These guys are relatively common around here, so maybe we'll be able to find one. Alpha T-Rex. That'll be like the ultimate challenge. Fire damage. 813 with the fire. Ow. Okay, 117 with the stomp. Oh, we've leveled up a bit. Now, I think the 145 Sparky might be after me, so let's just get away from him. If you were a female, I would have loved to tame you, but since you're a male, I'm not interested. Alright, this guy is relatively cool. Really cool. Not gonna lie. It may not be the sand dragon that we wanted, but you know what? It's our first dragon. Really cool. I would say leave any name suggestions, but I think Sparky is just the perfect name for this guy. Now let's go into our skill tree real quick. We got 2 skill points. 10% more damage with the fire. This is awesome. I'm gonna level the hell out of this guy. Real talk. I'm gonna play around with this guy a lot. Alright, yeah. We'll kill one more thing. Maybe a Diplo and a Bronto. Maybe try to get one more level in. just disintegrated. We just disintegrated those sauropods. Awesome. Oh, we're just damaging a Phiomia from the fire. Awesome. Alright, skill tree. We've got one more skill point. That's 3. So that's 3 now. Alright, so I'll definitely play around with this guy as time goes on. But yeah, really cool. Sparky, I love Sparky. Sparky is really cool. I'm glad I tamed a Sparky. Definitely worth it. Alright, let's head back to base. And then off camera, I'm gonna maybe look for a potential base location. What is this? A boat of some kind. A game, thank you. Can I use it? No. Oh, wait, that's one of those new dudes. Bungarchius. That's like a smaller relative of the Dunkleosteus. That's part of the Paleoarch aquatic species roster, isn't it? You know what? It's only a knockout tame? Well, I think I know what I'm taming next episode. I'm taming that fish thing next episode. Alright, let's head back home. And then, yeah. I mean, we could see if we could find a female. But, I don't think there's much time today. I've already spent a lot of time trying to look for that sand dragon. Couldn't find it. So I just had to settle for a Sparky. Okay. That was a fun little episode. We managed to tame a Sparky. Really cool specimen. I could name him Spyro, because he kind of reminds me of Spyro. But I'll keep it Sparky. And with that, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.